front page was quite an accurate representation of the news reporting business at the time I began in the late 50s. Romanticized, obviously, beyond reality. But when I started, there were very few reporters or editors who had ever studied journalism. There were very few journalism schools. And people with a degree were almost looked down on. But I read, I was growing up in that era, and reading people like Walter Winchell in the New York tabloids. And it was still very old-fashioned. And the transition happened during the time that I started working in the business. My first daily newspaper job was in Newark, and I had an editor who changed everything to look alike. He liked age leads. An age lead is one that says a 32-year-old man was arrested yesterday for murdering 3 people in East Orange. Now, we had young reporters on staff who wanted to write. We thought of ourselves as writers as well as reporters. And this guy would change everything that we tried to write into an age lead. There were some important people in there. Bill Montalbano, who preceded me at the Herald as a Latin America correspondent. Joel Shurkin worked with us. He was with the Philadelphia Inquirer for many years. And we wanted to write. And Dan changed everything to an age lead. And it was extremely frustrating. And so we looked like hack typers in print. The Herald changed that. The Herald said, go ahead and write. I believe, and I developed this then, that reporting the news is 2 jobs. 1, the reporting, and 2, the writing. Your name was going to be on it. It would be there in print forever and ever, and you did not want anyone to look back and say, this guy's nothing. And then, as I said previously, being among the kind of people who were attracted to the Miami Herald after I came, provided a tremendous incentive, to reach beyond what you thought were your abilities. And I could walk up to somebody like Carl Hyacin and say, what do you think of this lead? Right? And he could come to me. I had access to Gene Miller. My first day at the Herald, the vacant desk was next to Gene Miller, the fabulous, legendary Gene Miller, who had just won his first Pulitzer Prize for saving 2 people who had been wrongly convicted of murder from the electric chair. And I'm glad you asked me that, because I've sat next to Gene, and he's interviewing people on the phone. And I stop what I'm doing, and I just listen. I didn't know that could be done. They wouldn't have even let me do that in Newark or try it. And the possibilities that opened up were astonishing. What an inspiration. And he was a great writer as well. And then along came these other guys. Bill Montalbano, who I had worked with in New Jersey, was a wonderful writer. And we would bounce ideas off each other. I hate the word synergy. It sounds so corporate, but that's what was going on there. And we still had a physical office with people working in it when I left. And then I couldn't imagine what happened afterward. when there's no office. Yeah, you can get the work done, but I can't go up to you and say, Ray, I'm not sure I got this right. How would you say this? Or to you, and we couldn't consult with each other. We could do it by computer, but it's not the same. Not the same. We can't go down to the cafeteria and hash it out over coffee. And I think this is in large part why you don't see great writing in newspapers anymore.